At this point, Fresh and Fit just need to stop letting people call in.
You're trash.
Well, actually,
you're trash.
Hold on, bro.
You bring no talent. You're not smart. You're awkward. You're annoying. Nobody likes you, bro. Like, there's no we, bro. Shut up, bro.
We've seen Fresh get cooked a couple times now by callers in their own fan base, pointing out how useless Fresh is, how much he doesn't contribute to the show, and in fact, how his awkward presence actually hurts the show more than helps it.
What I do is I assess things that need to be fixed, and from watching your show, and I believe that you could relegate Fresh's contribution to the podcast to 4 buttons on your stream deck.
So what is your bottom line here?
Please tell us.
My bottom line, I think that, you know, the hate that Fresh gets, it's kind of warranted, you know. I want to say that, Fresh, you do ride on Myron's coattails. You know, you can't really have a show without Myron. You could have the show without you, though.
And all these calls are absolute comedy, but this call might be the worst of them all. I mean, I don't know what beef this caller has with Fresh, but he absolutely crashed out so bad that I almost felt bad for Fresh. Almost. But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Fresh needs you. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, Fresh is going to be quote-unquote loyal because he has nowhere else to go. Yeah, he started up a new channel. The dude can't even break 6,000 views. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go in the comments, everybody's making fun of him on his channel. The name of the channel is A Fresh Start.
So Fresh has always had his own channel, at least as far back as I can remember, but he did do like a hard restart with the rebrand.
Listen, back in Miami, with a fresh start for the new year, no pun intended, because Fresh Start, I just see the channel, as you guys just see the whole new name, A Fresh Start, and it's gonna be fun, man, so stay tuned for that.
I talked about it in another video when he first kind of relaunched his channel. I didn't think his channel would actually do well for a couple reasons. One, because Fresh doesn't really have a personality. He doesn't have any charisma. He really doesn't speak all that well.
At least on some level as well, she understands that, like, at least she can actually acquire things quite easily.
And on top of all of that, the content he was making was really just watered down versions of what they're already doing with Fresh and Fit. Just a lot worse.
No one's for themselves, especially girls. That's very weird. So I'm thinking to myself, who are you with? Obviously, I've been on dates where girls are like, click. Now, they don't show me, but they show food. I'm like, yeah, if only the dudes knew that she was out with a guy, what's in that pic?
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, you talking about Fresh is loyal, then why is he pretty much backstab everybody, Sneeko, Zerka, like everybody that he doesn't really need to survive that's in your circle, he has in some way said something against them. You know what I'm saying? None of them really fuck with him. You're the only one that kind of fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? Like he goes against Sneeko for really no reason. He's on his show airing out situations with Sneeko for what? For what reason? Why is he doing that? Why is that something that we should even know about?
Yeah, I think Fresh kind of initiated that whole beef with Sneeko for no reason. Even after their little debate, he went on multiple platforms and talked down on Sneeko, which if that's your real friend, that's really something that you don't do. And all of that kind of led to the whole Sneeko Fresh beef with them supposed to be squaring off at Aiden Ross's boxing event. But with that said, Myron's circle is a bunch of weirdos. Zerka is an absolute creep. Nick Fuentes is a proud racist. And of course, we all know that Myron just hates black people and Jews at this point.
Black girls are bottom of the totem pole, bro. You want me to lie?
Bottom of the totem pole of what? Because
in everything. They're fat. They're loud.
Okay. First off,
they're obnoxious. They wear fake hair.
The girls are both Spanish.
They look black or half black. They look like half breeds. Yeah.
This one here is definitely, she's Puerto Rican.
No, that bitch is black.
There's a Puerto Rican and a
black
Dominican.
and something. They're both mixed, bro.
In the middle of a gym, calling your dumb ass a nigger as I'm working out, because you are. You're a fucking stupid fucking idiot. Fried chicken, watermelon with fucking salt, running around with fucking guns, doing dumb shit. Like, you came in here on some tough guy shit off rip, like a typical fucking black person, instead of actually making concrete arguments. You're an embarrassment. You're an idiot. You make a bunch of stereotypical things. Yo, aren't you from the Sudan? Can't even pronounce it right, because in your fucking culture, to pronounce things correctly or use correct English is considered coonery, because you're a fucking low IQ dumb fuck like you are. You probably wear Gucci. You probably wear designer. You probably have like 10 pairs of Jordans, and you're probably poor. And you're probably stupid on top of that. Actually, you don't have to say probably. We know you're stupid.
So I'm not mad at Fresh for having his own mind and not rocking with everybody that Myron rocks with just cuz.
So that's showing you his character. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, oh yeah, nah. If he was gonna betray me, he would have been done it by now, bro. Where else he gonna go? You made the man rich. Where's he gonna go? He can't do shit by himself. So no shit, he's gonna stay by your side.
Look, bro. See, here's the thing.
Fresh with that fake uncomfortable laugh. He just doesn't even know what to say.
This channel, Fresh Start, he's already had that. It was a vlog channel before.
Yep.
Okay.
Why do you have to change the name? Why do you have to change the name to a fresh start for? And why did he do it right around the time where people was getting on you about, you know, that shit you was doing? I forgot, but you know that shit you was doing not too long ago.
The shit that Myron was doing, which the caller is trying not to say, is just going on racist tirades against black people and Jews for absolutely no reason.
Anti-Semitism, racism, bigotry, colorism. Shut the fuck up. We don't care anymore. All right? We're all slashing. We're wearing hoods. We're doing what the fuck we want to say.
And Fresh saw the writing on the walls of where that type of content and dialogue would take them and decided he needed a backup plan.
You don't like the controversial content that much, huh? Cost money is the problem.
There's no point to it.
Cost money. I mean, it's...
Listen, I'm all for the truth, but like, reality speaking, once it gets shut down, no one cares.
Yeah, I know it's tough because like
they're gonna shut you down at some point.
Stuff gets banned and stuff, so it's
I'll put you in a
tough.
corner.
It's, it's like what Joy speaking about. It's harder to get sponsors. Stuff starts getting pulled, and like I said, I like to talk to all kinds of extremist content, not like, but people don't like that.
The problem is, bro, is that like sponsors don't want it, companies don't want it, platforms don't want it. So at some point, you're gonna be in a corner by yourself.
Why is the timing like that? Why is that timing? That's when he decides to change the name and then, you know, have a new host and all of it. Like, bro, his show is trash, bro. Trash.
Bro,
like,
look,
the dude can't survive without you. So, of course, he's going to stay by your side. That don't mean he's loyal, though. You got to see the difference between that.
Here's the thing. Like I said before, he could have left a long time ago and we got demonetized almost 2 years ago.
He can't leave. He can't leave. Leave and go where?
Bro,
he can't leave, bro. He has no talent, bro. He has no talent. Where's he gonna go?
You know what's funny, bro?
Just don't like you, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That's really what it comes
It's funny.
down
Like, he has no talent. It's like, oh, he could have left and go where?
Bro,
go where?
I mean, the caller ain't wrong. I said it myself that I don't think Fresh would be successful of any content that requires him to talk, host, or be the face of something. Maybe he would be great behind the scenes as a producer or showrunner or something like that, but him on a mic just ain't it, especially not without Myron. But I disagree with the caller about him being disloyal for just starting his own channel. I view something like that as just an extension of growth. And like I said, based on what Myron was doing, Fresh probably felt like he needed a backup plan. And actually last year, Myron was going to start his own podcast with Sneeko and Nick Fuentes. But Sneeko actually backed out and just decided to do his own thing, which I think is going well for him.
The money we made, bro, I don't think you understand, bro, is like...
There ain't no weed. First of all, there's no weed. You just sitting there, don't even understand what the fuck you saying half the time. There's no weed. You just sitting there leeching off of a nigga with talent and you fucking rich off of another man's back, bro.
Walter looks like he wants to cry. Like his soul is just slowly leaving his body.
Ain't no weed. You don't do shit. Ain't no fucking weed. You're trash.
Well, actually,
you're trash.
Hold on, bro.
You bring no talent. You're not smart. You're awkward. You're annoying. Nobody likes you, bro. Like, there's no weed, bro. Shut up, bro.
God damn, he crashed out. But for the most part, he was spitting absolute facts. And I'm no voice expert, but that's not the first time that caller called in to cook Fresh.
Yeah, Fresh. I wanted to know, right, as a man, how does it feel to know that the only reason you're successful is based on the talent of Myron?
How's it feel?
Yeah, how does it feel to know that if it wasn't because you met Myron, you would still be working at Chick-fil-A or whatever it is you used to do? How does it feel to know that if Myron was to like just not be cool with you no more or fell out with you or something like that, you would be done? Like you wouldn't be able to make money anymore, you wouldn't be able to sustain your lifestyle anymore because the money you make now is 100% based on the intelligence and the talent of Myron Gaines, not yours.
What's the show called?
It's called Fresh and Fit.
Okay. Just wondering.
Yeah, but can you answer my question? I mean, you're kind of saying like random stuff. Can you answer my question?
Bro clearly hates this man Fresh, and I don't know why. They need to block his number and just not allow him to call in anymore. It's crazy. Unfortunately, it's hard to say that the caller was actually lying about anything. Just about everything he said was accurate and on point. And like I said, I just disagree with him calling Walter disloyal for trying to do his own thing, when Myron already tried to do his own thing. But the fact remains, Fresh contributes very little to the show, and he always has, which which means Myron has always carried the brand on his back. And now that Fresh is trying to do his own thing and the numbers are really bad, it's kind of proving everybody's point that he's riding Myron's coattails and can't be successful on his own. But thanks for watching, y'all. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.